yoginis. Yoginis only tonight. Very nice. Well, my name is Joëlle and we'll be spending an hour practicing yin yoga, which is a practice of yoga to calm down your central nervous system. So in yoga we speak about yang energy and yin energy. Yang is driven, is focused, yin can also be focused, but it's quite like active, also compared to the male. And then the yin is more the nurturing, rest and recovery kind of practice. And the biggest difference, to just take a shortcut in explaining, is that we hold poses quite long, for a longer period of time. But let's first come to stillness, to just already bring some centering in. So find a comfortable seat. You can cross your legs or kneel, and then close your eyes. Notice what it does to you this evening to sit still, and it may take a couple of rounds of breath. It's a practice, so it's because you do this regularly that you can start to notice subtle differences in the physical body, the messages that the physical body is sending you. You might notice a difference in the quality of your breath. You might notice if it's easy or challenging to expand and deepen your breath. You might even be able to notice the quality or the busyness of your mind, of your thoughts. Does it feel like there's a ping-pong match going on in your mind? Or is it more a smooth kind of, still ocean kind of thought quality? One is not better than the other. It really depends on what has happened during the day today, what kind of conversations you've had, if you were triggered in some way. So we're just checking with ourselves. And the last little check-in is your heart space. And the easiest probably is to realize whether you feel a little heavy-hearted or quite light-hearted, or anything in between. Again, without any judgment or attachment. The word that is kind of the theme from a mental point of view, from a meditative point of view tonight, is transition. We are constantly transitioning, specifically now in these turbulent times, to new habits, new levels of, freedom, restrictions, and we have to refine our course a little bit every time again. So what does that mean to you? How easy and smooth are the transitions? Is there resistance? And any thoughts or emotions on your mat are welcome. There's no forbidden thought, there's no forbidden emotion. This is a healing practice. And it is important to observe and notice. Notice your thoughts, notice what you feel. Let's take 4 more rounds of breath here. Really deepening and lengthening our breath. Maybe even counting the breath slow, 4 to 6 counts to breathe in. And for 6 or maybe even 8 counts to breathe out. If you work with intentions, maybe bring your intention into the mind, which could be linked to transition or something totally different that you're working on. Let's place our palms together in front of the heart. And this gesture has become so important. because we acknowledge each other and it unifies our hearts. It confirms that we're in this together as a collective, and we will also get out of this together, stronger, more connected, hopefully. Let's bow our thinking brain towards our feeling heart. And then remove whatever you are seated on. And extend your right leg to the side. I will need this. So you extend the right leg to the side. If you want to sit on something, if it's more comfortable, do so. So in Yin Yoga, I feel that each shape that I present to you, it is up to you to try it on. As if you're buying new clothes, you try it on, you're like, this is too small, this is too big. The first moments of your shape is the trying on, and then we commit to some stillness and some time for the time to heal. So your sit bones are equally into the floor. You can bring your bolster on the inside or even on the outside of the leg. We are going to come into a side stretch. So you first twist the body open, open that left collarbone. It's actually quite warm in here. We have a fire on. So I'm just going to take my jersey off, and then we'll stay there for 3 minutes. Let me demonstrate to you. A block can also be a nice prop, and you can also work without a prop. So really open up. Now with the top arm, your left arm, you can let it kind of hang. You can reach softly. It's not a yang reach. It's not like a I want to touch the ceiling reach. It's almost like a zombie arm. I call it a zombie arm. Or you can let that elbow just rest. And I notice when I do that, I kind of turn my face up towards the sky. Whatever feels good for your neck, and then close your eyes and start noticing sensations in the body. Breathe into the body where you feel the most resistance, and feel free to close your eyes. Our eyes are beautiful, but they're taking so much information that our brain has a task to digest. So when we close our eyes, it just gets a little easier for us to navigate our internal landscape, our thoughts, our feelings to observe. We stay here for another 2 minutes in stillness. You can breathe in through the nose and choose to breathe out, or in out of the mouth or out of the nose. So in through the nose, out of the nose or the mouth. If you feel like a half bind, if the left hand very relaxing, very easily comes around the lower back, you can do that for the last bit. Feel that stretch in the neck. And you'll notice that with a bit of time, you might feel that your edge has changed. You can stay, go higher or go lower. 1.5 minutes. I'll let you know when it's time to move again, so feel free to close your eyes. Stay with the breath. Round 5, more deep, beautiful healing rounds of breath. If you're half bound, release your left hand and let's all reach that left hand up to the sky. Now pretend you want to give somebody a hand. You're reaching up, and with that reaching up, you come all the way back up. Nice. Bring the arms up, take a deep breath in, and then twist to your left. Again, your hand can be behind you, or if you want to find that bind again, it might be a bit strong on the shoulder. I'm going to go for the hand behind me. And then notice where the weight is on your sit bones. I can share my experience. I was leaning quite forward with a hollow back, so I'm bringing my energy more backwards, stacking my spines or stacking my shoulders energetically above my pelvis. So feel your body, even though you can't see it, but from the inside you can feel the body. Really nice. Creating space in your spine, stimulating your digestion. And then maybe lift the back of the head a little bit. So the top row and the bottom row of your teeth are parallel to the floor. Relax your tongue into your mouth. Relax the cheeks on your face. Come back to the breath. Feel the expansion of the rib cage when you breathe in. And then letting go in softness and surrender when you breathe out. A nurturing practice. Like a mother nurtures its own child, you're nurturing yourself. Through breath, through time. One more minute in stillness. Around 4 to 5 beautiful deep rounds of breath. Notice that the right and the left sit bone are equally grounded. Lean a little backwards and twist your left collarbone open. Twist around that spine. On an inhale, turn your face to the front first. And then on an exhale, release. Roll your shoulders a couple of times. And then change your legs around. Set yourself up. Move a little. Remove some flesh. That helps you. It's like a tree pose. You know, that right foot is on the inside of the thigh. Grab the same prop. So it might be a little bit higher here. And a big thing is to manage your expectations of the right and the left side. Often when we go onto the other side, we're like, okay, let's go exactly the same as we were on the other side. It doesn't work like that. It's again, beginner's mind. Let's feel into our body and go, hey, this feels the same or slightly different. We call the right side of your digestive system, the side that we were stretching before. No, you're now stretching your right side. Excuse me, I'm obviously doing mirror image. So your right side is your ascending column. It takes in everything you need. And the left side is the descending column. It gets rid of everything that doesn't serve you from a digestive point of view. Some of your organs might be even more tense than others, which translates into the body. So that's why, yes, we are symmetrical, but you know, your skeleton, your organs, your muscles, it's not 100% one-on-one relationship. You can discover that in yin as well, which is a nice awareness. Got 2 more minutes. Breathe into that right armpit. If you did the the bind on the other side and you want to try if that works here as well, do so. Let that left ear fall towards the left shoulder. Notice the stretch in the neck. Come back to your breath. Yeah, looking good, yogi. Stay for a couple more rounds of breath. You've got around a minute to go. Notice the sensations. Notice what you feel where. Notice if the quality or the intensity changes, shifts. You can even give it a color. So very intense would be red. For example, you can pick your own color. A little less intense could be orange, or purple, green, pink. And does the intensity get more dark red or more towards green? It's interesting to just observe all of that. Around 4 to 5 more rounds of breath. Let's release that right hand, reach it up to the sky. You can reach up to the ceiling to lift your chest back up. Whoa. Inhale, both arms up. And then twist to the other side, exhale. I always feel I'm in like an adult playground with all my props. You know, when you're a kid and you've got like your doll, your car, all these beautiful things to play with. In yin, I feel I've got all these beautiful props to just heal and nurture my body. By the end of class, it's a big mess with the props lying all over the place, and it's great. Jalandhara Bandha is a little lift of the back of the neck, so the neck is nice and straight. The head is not falling forward or backwards, and there's a little. Some people say it's like you've got a sock, and like you know, when you have two socks and you fold them up, like a little roll, and that sits under your chin. So I sometimes compare it to making a double chin. I don't think any of us has a double chin, but if you would have one, it's like that feeling of tucking. It's not really tucking the chin, it's an energetical pressing back of the neck and the head. Breathe, we've got 2 more minutes. Feel free to close your eyes. Looking good, ladies. Bring that breath, that slow, deep, expansive breath. Stretching your diaphragm, stretching the tissues of your lungs, expanding the ribs of the rib cage, stretching the skin around the rib cage. Relax your jaw. In through the nose, out through the mouth or the nose. Relax your legs a little bit, feel the grounding of the sit bones, open that right collarbone. Take one more deep breath in here. And stay for your exhale. Breathe in to turn the face to the front and then exhale, release. Fantastic. Wide-legged forward fold. Now, we're all different. I'm actually quite happy that we're all different, otherwise we'd be robots and it would be quite boring. So, if you know that when you fold forward, you feel like you're miles away and it's really hard to find length here in the lower back, sit on something. When in doubt, in that kind of situations, when in doubt, just go a little bit higher. So maybe take a block or two or a pillow. If you are the kind of person that can keep the bum on the floor and create nice length here and keep upright on the floor, fine. In that case, you might not need something under your buttocks. You can lift your bum, flex the toes a little bit. We're going to come into our forward fold here. You can create a lovely pillow for your face. I'll let you know when we're halfway, because I know some of you want to turn your face to the side. Let's stay here. This is quite a tricky one for me. Oh yeah, one more last bit of information, which is applicable to me, so that's why I like to share it, is that I have overextension of my joints. So I'm double jointed. I think, Karina, you might be double jointed too. I'm not 100% sure, but I do think so. So just be careful that the tension is not mostly in underneath your knees. In that case, it's better to roll something up, like maybe a beach towel or a shirt, or a block is a bit rough. I know, my body now knows, but you can put a block as well, just to make sure that you're not only stretching here. Give yourself that little bit of height. All right, and then come all the way forward. 4 minutes, I'll let you know when we're halfway if you want to turn your face, or you can at that stage decide if you want to go deeper or not. I'm actually going to just put my head at the edge, or can I go like that? Yeah, let me check you out there. So Sam, keep your feet a little bit flexed. They're really falling out to the side. Yes, you internally rotated your legs there instead of totally extending them to the back. Prativa looks like she's in yin yoga heaven. Emma as well, my bread. Lovely, kind of. I know this one is hard for you, hey, Margaret? Not your favorite. Sorry. We can't be in love with all the poses, you know? We always have favorites. But they say if you feel it, if it's challenging, it means you need it. But then, yeah, mentally it can become quite challenging. So really use the breath. Really use the breath there. You know that you can always go deeper and slower, and just accept your body. Energetically, there is a lift of the heart, a lengthening of the spine, and a softness and a letting go on the exhale. Notice if maybe the tension has shifted towards your neck and shoulders. That tends to happen when something is intense and we stay, it moves somewhere else. It's like a compensation. So consciously also relax your shoulders and your neck. We are halfway, so if you want to turn your face to the other side, do so now. If you want to back off a little or go a little deeper. And these things take time. We're stretching into the deep layers, the deep tissue. They take more time to stretch than your muscles. So give your body that time. Focus on the breath, nice, slow, deep breaths in and out. And when we get to an edge which is a little challenging, we tend to start to fiddle. Notice if you're fiddling, maybe picking your nails or cracking your fingers. It's fine, as long as you're aware of it. This is a mindfulness practice. We want to be conscious about what we do and why we do it. Become your own observer, without judgment, without attachments. A sigh is always welcome. Notice the sensations. Where do you feel what? Maybe even tingling sensations. Label them and then let go. Great news, my breath. We've got 3 more rounds of breath. Also for me, I can tell you I'm happy we'll be moving out soon. Let's move very, very slowly, specifically when you've held the pose for a little while. Be gentle. Give your body that opportunity to go, woo, that was quite something. You can even assist your legs by just using your hands. Ay, ay, ay. It's like you're a granny. You can't come out of it anymore. Beautiful. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's come onto our tummy. Woo. You can feel that. Crawling onto the mat. It's like more cold in here. So onto the belly. And I like this jersey because it says, be kind, be kind, be kind. Onto the belly. Point your toes. Wiggle your body a little bit so you're nicely, you're nicely positioned. And then we come into a Sphinx pose. Sphinx pose, your elbows are under you. If you want more, you can bring your bolster in the equation, maybe now or maybe halfway. So I'll show you the different options. Ooh, let's not set the house on fire. Yeah. So option number 1, arms under your elbows under your shoulders, and then just stay there. Notice specifically the lower back. If it's too much, move your elbows a little forward. You can place blocks to give yourself a little bit of height, or you can place your bolster under your elbows. Notice shoulders away from hips, and remember the why. Your intention. This is not a competition. All right. 3 minutes here. I'll let you know when we're halfway. So you can always opt to go deeper or less deep. And this is very much also a practice of learning to listen to the subtle messages that your body is giving you, which are often sensations. The sensation, for example, of pain, which you are obviously not looking for, but if you ask someone, describe the pain, like a doctor could ask you that, it's really hard to describe pain. So sensations are very personal. A sharp pain we always move away from. So if it's like there's a knife being stabbed anywhere in the body, just move away. But then sensations of tension and breathing through it is letting go, is maybe letting go of physical, mental, or emotional blockages. Bring your breath in, into your shape. Soften the jaw. I know that my kidneys are sometimes tense. So this is quite an intense pose for me on the level of my kidneys. I can feel it. I'm tensing my bum, so I'm trying to relax my buttock. over halfway, so you can decide whether you want to stay, go a little higher, but make the decision in a way that you make it really conscious and don't move totally out of the shape to get totally back in. It's really subtle, mindful decisions, mindful actions. Looking good, awesome. Around 4 to 5 more rounds of breath. Slowly move your props, bring your elbows down to the floor, and then just place your hands under your front and pose. Specifically on the next exhale, go soften the body. And now let's practice some belly breathing. Means that the belly button presses into the mat, and that creates space in the lower back. The balloon, bring the air into the balloon around the belly button, let it press and expand in all directions. Let's take 3 super slow belly breaths here. Can you count how long your in and your exhales are out of curiosity? Chin to the mat. Let's press into a tabletop. Hands under your shoulders. Knees are under your hips. Some cat-cow stretches. Just a couple. Super, super, super slow. So breathe in. You can keep your eyes even closed. Breathe out. Tuck your tailbone. Feel the lower back, middle back, upper back, neck, chin to chest. Brain is heavy. Press the floor away. Breathe in. Crown lifts. Back of the neck hollows. Heart descends. Lower back, tailbone up. And then again, start with your tailbone. Start with your tailbone. Press the lower back in, up to the sky. Squeeze your abdominals in. Feel the space between the shoulder blades. Bring your chin into your chest. Let your head be heavy. 2 more rounds. Inhale. Tailbone tucks first. Squeeze the navel into the spine. So the space that is created in the back line of the body, the front line can activate a little bit. 1 more deep breath in. Maybe sigh it out. When you round the spine. Puppies Pose, Anatasana. Walk the knees a little bit backwards so you've got a lot of space here. And then bring your hands to the floor. So notice that my hips are stacked above my knees. And then you can bring your third eye to the floor. Or, this really depends, bring the chin to the floor. I personally do not like that. It just brings tension to my neck. But I'm not you. And you're not me. So that is an option. So I do want to give it to you. And we'll stay here for another 3 minutes. Really stretching open in the armpit area. Relax your toes. Yeah, look good. Very nice. My weight, can you walk your hands even further forward? Yeah, and then press your chest. Yes, now you can start even feel it even more in your armpits, I think. Yeah, lovely. It's not young, so there's still like it's an 8 out of 10. It's not a pushing, there's no pushing in yin. It's a letting go. It's actually the effortlessness. It's the doing nothing. It's the allowing. 2 more minutes. Also working on your lymph system. So lots of lymph nodes could exist in your armpits, could exist around the groin. So you're creating some space and stretching into your lymph as well, stimulating that. So it's all very healthy. It seems like we're doing nothing, like there's nothing moving, but from an internal energetical point of view, there's lots happening. We don't have to understand it all. Just trust. A minute and a half. Breathe. Feel. Pretend that you're breathing into your armpits. That your armpits are nostrils. Or that the sides of your ribs are like gulls of a fish. Fully bringing oxygen, bringing prana, bringing life force to all the cells in your body. Rejuvenating. Around 4 to 5 more deep, beautiful rounds of breath. Lift your head slightly, slide your arms in, and we'll do a mini, soft, everything bent, down dog. So you can just bend your elbows, bend everything, and you're kind of just hanging into this little down dog. Knees are bent, so it's not a stretching down dog, it's like a hanging down dog. Yeah, nice. Take another breath in. You can shake a soft no with your head. Elbows bent, shoulders soft. Alright, knees to the floor. You might want to use a block, 2 blocks, or maybe even hooks. This is a bit of a puzzle. So it's child's pose with again a nice opening here of your triceps. So if you have narrow shoulders, 1 block might be enough, but if you have 2, why not? 1 might be enough, huh? So it's a puzzle. You can bring the blocks, that will definitely be too high. I think I'm going medium high today. So you will bring your 1 elbow, so the bum stays down to the heels, measure it out. Bring 1 elbow as far forward, oh no, that doesn't reach it. Bring the block a little in. Yes, now I can bring the elbow right on top. Good, so that's my measurement. Blocks together, timer on, 3 minutes. Bring your elbows on top of your blocks. Move them a little towards each other, so the more they're tied in towards each other, the more stretch you get. Palms together, and then maybe your head can even fall. I'm walking my elbows towards each other here. And then maybe even your head can fall in between your arms. And then stretch, breathe, palms can be together. Carrying the world on our shoulders. It's a beautiful expression and there's a truth to it. It doesn't serve us to carry the world on our shoulders. To know what to worry about and what not to worry about the things that we can control. and to let go of the things that we cannot control. Helps us to not carry the world on our shoulders. And then obviously stretching into the shoulders can also release. I haven't even mentioned, and maybe for Sam that is doing this maybe for the first time, it is very normal and it can happen that you can be frustrated in a pose or even cry in a pose because we're moving through physical resistance, but maybe also old or, emotions that are stored in your cells. You want to create a body, a mind, a heart that is smooth, that can just, smoothly let everything come through rather than resisting. But a blockage might bring up stuff, and that's okay. Memories that are still maybe a little painful. That's the healing practice of yin. Stillness to the end, breathe. Slowly start with walking those elbows up and then lift your chest. You can move your blocks to the sides. And come back down onto your belly. Let me see, where are we going? Let's first move our bodies a little bit to the right of our mat. And then slide your left knee. We want to do the left knee, let me just check. No, you want to do the right knee first. Yes, right knee first. So I'll turn to the other side. So you can see me. So move a little to the left side of the mat and bring your right knee next to you, up there. And then you can choose to stay and turn your face to the left side. Or thread the needle, so your right arm comes underneath and then you bring the right ear to the floor. The right palm is up. Not my favorite pose. I've got tight shoulders here. We're working quite a lot in the heart and the shoulders today. Just creating more space. Let's do, what time is it? Time always flies in. 2 minutes here. Yeah. So it's a twist and a hip opener at the same time. You can bring that right knee a little higher or a little lower. Just notice what that does to the lower back. So try the pose on. It's like you're trying some clothes on in a shop. Decide if this is the right shape for you. Make up your mind and then go, okay, commit to stillness. If you are in a thread the needle, you can even use your left hand as a little pillow. Create a fist or flatten the palm and let the right cheek rest onto the hand. Soften your toes, breathe, and here you can practice some belly breathing as well. There's probably a little bit of space there between the mat and your belly, maybe. So let it expand, let the diaphragm expand. Two more rounds of breath. Keep your legs where they are, but just slowly bring your elbows under your chest and make sure you can see me. You'll need to use your brain a little bit here. Let me already put my timer on. No, not an hour, that would be a bit long. 3 minutes is for our next twist. It's called the cat that catches its own tail. Emma has a cat as well. So you're actually going to keep that right knee on the floor, but twist. So you were now threading the right arm before, now bring the left arm across, and then with your right hand, oh nice, it was a crack. If it feels too tight, move that right knee a little bit down, away from your chest. The leg that is not bent, the one that's very far away from you, you can bend it and with the right hand bring it on top of the foot. So that hand is going to catch that foot. And then you can even shimmy. So I press the back of my head in the floor and shimmy my chest through. Yes. So you're in a spinal twist. You can even check the alignment. So your left thigh, left thigh, I'm confused with right and left. Left thigh is kind of in parallel to the long edge of your mat. Your spine is in line. Timer on, 2 minutes here. No, 3 minutes. This is twists are nice. Relax. You don't have to hold on to the right foot. You can also just let your arms be next to you. Or place the left hand on top of the outside of the right thigh. And now close your eyes again. In this one, there is such a nice adjustment. I wish I could lift you and pull you and turn you like a pretzel. Yeah, that looks good. Nice. Now I have to think right and left. Prativa, can you bring your left arm more towards the side? Yes. And now turn your upper body. Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. That's it. Shimmy, shimmy. Beautiful. You almost feel like you can have both shoulder blades on the floor, which is very tricky, but that's what we are kind of working towards. Yeah. How does that feel? Thumbs up, Prativa? All good? Nice. Oh, you're very pretzeled in there, my Brit, between your window and your bed. All good. Nice. You can let go of that foot, hey? If it feels nicer. I think you could even move your whole body a little bit under your bed. Yeah. And now you've got space for that other foot to kind of loop in if you wanted to, but that's fine. It's about the spinal twist. Holding on to the foot just adds on that stretch in on the left quadricep. We are halfway. Breathe. Can you soften something on the next exhale? Something big, something small, your toes, your tongue, your nose, your belly, your knee. Come back to the breath. Count your breath. Slow down the breath. Slowly let go of the foot if you're holding on to the foot. Bring the right hand in front of your chest. Curl up into a little ball. And bring the left arm under your head. So the knees are stacked. And you just pause there for a little while. A little bit of a rebound. Let's do the other side. So come back onto your tummy. Slide your left knee in next to you. So the left knee is up. Then you can reach the right arm in front. We stayed here for 2 minutes. You can add the thread the needle. Let me get this ready for you. Yeah, and for me. Good. Left arm loops through. Spine is straight. Maybe create a little fist with your right hand. Reach the left hand forward. My watch is always in the way. Yeah, it's nice to feel that contact with the floor, with the back of your left hand. Breathe into your belly. Feel free to close your eyes. So Mybrit, we're not in the twist yet, huh? We're still on our belly. Yeah, just with your left knee up. Yeah, and then with the left arm under. Yes. Yeah, that's it. Actually, so it's your other arm, Mybrit, that loops under. So it's your, yes, we've got it. That's it. I had to think about that because it's like, what am I seeing there? Nice. Close your eyes and breathe. Soften your toes, around 3 more rounds of breath here. Bring your elbows back under your body. Take a moment, just feel the lower back. And then we'll do our cat that catches our tail for 3 minutes. Up, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 0, 0, up. All right, so let's roll. I don't want to roll away from you. Actually, I won't. So you're going to bring your right arm towards that bent knee and then roll. So you're lying on the right side. The right side. Press the back of your head in the floor to shimmy your shoulders under. Yeah, and then let's put our timer on. Your arms can be wide. Your right hand can be on the knee. And then maybe bend your right leg and or maybe the left hand. It's very pretzeled up here, hey? When you are in like, I don't know if you've ever done suspension yoga, where you're in a hammock, upside down, attached from the ceiling, then we really don't know right and left anymore. But when our bodies are pretzeled up like this, it's also a bit like, what is right, what is left? It's totally fine. Your right hand can be on the outside of the left knee, which is closest to your chest. And your left hand can be to the top of the right foot, which is on the floor. 2 more minutes, that's it. Lovely, lovely. Quite a strong stretch, this one, guys, or girls. If you want to move your left knee away from your chest a little, it makes it less less intense for the lower back. Stillness till the end, focus on your breath, that beautiful conscious breathing. Around 4 more rounds of breath here. Let go of the knee and the foot and roll up to the right side. You can use your right arm as a pillow under your head. And then just ask yourself the question, am I warm? Am I comfy? Is the room where I am in without distractions? And then when you are ready, move to your Shavasana shape. If you have a bolster, one of my favorites here, which we don't often use in Vinyasa, is to actually use the bolster under the knees, a little lift, which creates space in the lower back. Let the palms face up. I'll let you know when it's time to move again. So if you feel that you want to have a long, super long Shavasana, maybe 5-10 minutes, put your clock on now. I'm going to give you a shorter one, like 3 minutes together. And then if you want to say goodbye, you can. If you don't say goodbye, I won't take it personal. If you want to stay in your space, do that. So prop yourself and bye, Emma. Enjoy your evening. But I'll also give you a 3 minute, after like 3 minutes. Normally it's like quite nice to take like 10 minutes or so. Even meditation, if you want to come into a seat and meditate instead. Ooh, I love the blankies there in Dubai. It's a nurturing. It's like when your mother put a blanket over you and you're like, oh, I love you so much, be cozy. It's the same sensations, it's the same intention. So kick back, relax and enjoy. Bye, my braid, enjoy. Thanks, so nice to see you twice a day. So if you are in a place where you feel, I compare it to when you're in the winter and you're in your bed and you're like, oh, I don't want to get out of my bed now. If you're in that like, oh, this is so nice, stay. Gift it to yourself. To just relax, to just be, to just do nothing for a little while. It's one of the most healing things you can gift yourself. If you are ready to move and you really don't have to, you can start to hug your knees in towards your chest. And then hug your arms around the thighs with loving kindness. Loving kindness for yourself. You are such a beautiful, beautiful woman. No one on this earth like you. Your uniqueness. Let your uniqueness shine. If you want to come into a seat, we can close our practice together by placing the palms in front of our hearts, acknowledging the beautiful uniqueness and light that we are. I see the light in you, Prativa and Sam, Karina, Margaret and Emma. Have a wonderful rest of your day, of your evening. Thank you for joining and sharing your energy with me. Namaste.